Hello friends, today's topic is arrested for being homeless. Let's rant.
What's the point of giving money to church every Sunday if they're not willing to help? Please, somebody tell me, what's the point of giving the money to church if they're not willing to let a woman sleep, a homeless woman, inside her own car at the parking lot in church? It was a homeless woman and it just happened. It's incredible. Where is the mercy? This is a list of different places in the New Testament where it shows you should feed the poor. There should not be misunderstanding. You should help the poor. You should feed the poor. You guys have made Jesus sad. You have made Jesus sad. Don't let me get started about that lady that have been calling asking for baby formula. And all your churches, Christian churches, said no. Don't let me get started about it.
So for many of you who didn't know, I actually worked for Department of Children and Families Protective Investigations and Services for about 16 years. A large segment of our population was the homeless community. Now, starting October 1st, they pretty much criminalize being homeless. Let me explain. If you are a homeless person and you are sleeping on a bench, on the beach, on the sidewalk, any public spaces, you will be arrested. Now, this law exists because of the Republican supermajority and because we have a cruel governor named DeSantis. To make matters worse, each county is responsible for housing the homeless. Now, DeSantis has not provided any state or federal money to help house the homeless. What he has done is allocate $30 million to enact this law in each county and to provide the homeless with mental health and substance abuse care. Perhaps, DeSantis, if you didn't decline Biden's federal money for Medicaid expansion, we could have used that money to help the clients get individual counseling, psychiatric care, and a care manager that will help stabilize them, help them with jobs and resources and shelter. So you refuse that money on our behalf for the state, and you refuse to give money to the counties that need it to house these individuals. And you really think that mental health is going to cure all. Now, we have to take care of 3 basic needs: food, water, and shelter. I think it's pretty much a piss poor joke when you say you're going to give Orange County or a county like Dade County $600,000 to help with the homeless, which would only be to enforce this law and provide them mental health. Piss poor. Being homeless is not a crime. And our county jail is not a solution. It does not provide housing. Who's making money off of this? Now, a vice president from the homeless program said that the law is too focused on the minority of the homeless with substance abuse problem. That is not the majority of people that are being homeless. Currently, the people that are mostly being homeless are people that can't afford to pay rent, the domestic violence victims, the veterans, the elderly, and the disabled. Because of this law, you're going to make it more difficult for people to engage in services. Please let me know your thoughts. You guys have a blessed day.
Hey, my loves, very serious video. I'm just so heartbroken by the things I see going on in Washington, D.C. And a lot of people, you have to really research these things because the algorithm is not really showing you what needs to be shown. I'm just being honest. But they are arresting homeless people in Washington, D.C. for being homeless. And I heard somebody, I just answered a video earlier where somebody said, well, they're going to do new programs. They're not doing new programs. They cut programs that are helping these people. And I hear people say, oh, I don't want my taxpayer dollars to go for this person to be on the street. So, okay, you want your taxpayer dollars to go to people be arrested? Instead of arresting people, why don't we give people help? I know that everybody doesn't want to be helped, but there are some people out there who are actually trying and just struggling for a multitude of reasons. Some people are struggling and homeless because they're maybe gay or trans and they're being discriminated against. You never know what's going on. But why are we arresting homeless people in D.C. instead of helping them?
Don't touch me.
Get!
No.
Get! You're going to get arrested for obstruction. Leave.
The Cabell County, West Virginia Chief Deputy Chuck Zirkle frantically trying to stop two women from filming the arrest of a homeless man after witnessing the officers allegedly slamming the man's head into the side of the police car.
Don't touch me.
Get!
No.
Get!
No, you're recorded, sir.
Get out of here.
I had a suspicion that this was about a lot more than cops just not wanting to be recorded, but that it was about cops concealing civil rights violations, trying to stop bystanders from catching it on camera.
Leave.
We're just recording what you're doing to it.
You want a set of handcuffs? Come on.
After visiting the scene myself, it looked to me like they had been trying to arrest this guy outside of the view of the surveillance cameras. We now have the surveillance footage from that building, from that camera, and it shows everything. Well, except for what got mysteriously and conveniently deleted. So I did some digging, and that is not why this guy was being arrested at all. And now it actually makes much more sense to me. Like, why go arrest this homeless guy and have all these cops there, including the senior leadership, and then make a big show of it? Something just didn't seem right given what I was told.
What I think's fucked up, that my state is now cracking down on the homeless people and just, arresting them and citing them, fining them for being homeless. I think that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. There's hundreds of people being fined and put in jail for being homeless. Why don't y'all figure out a way to help them instead of just locking them up? What the fuck? Everybody be like, oh, it's better in jail if you're homeless. No, it's not really. Jail is shit. Jail is shitty. I don't care if you got a bed to sleep in or fucking food to eat or not. It's shitty food and it's a crappy bed. I'd rather sleep on the fucking streets.
Being homeless must suck. If you are homeless, I wish the best of luck to you. What do you think about this video? Comment down below. Thank you for watching.